Senora de Cao. Some of you will have heard of Senor de Sipan, who was a famous Moche king or ruler on the coast of Peru. And this is the lesser-known Senora de Cao, who was the high ruler of this area. This is just north of Chiclayo in Peru. And this museum is only a year old, but is fantastically beautiful. We're the only people here, which is amazing, but this is world-class. It's a world-class museum, fantastic artifacts, and built right on the site. The Huaca, or the pyramid, is right in behind us, and that's where she was found. The Moche culture went through different phases. The first major phase disappeared about 300 to 400 AD as the result of a major climate change. It went from being agriculture to massive rainfall over an extended period of time that destroyed the first phase of the culture. The second phase of the culture disappeared around 900 AD, again as the result of another climate change. In this case, desertification and fire burned almost the entire area out. So many of you will have heard of the Inca, of course, but the Moche culture of the north coast of Peru is equally as significant in terms of their incredible artistry, their magnificent agricultural ingenuity, and just the brilliance of native people. Thank you. And this is inside the actual pyramid that has been lovingly and quite well restored as compared to a lot of the other. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of these pyramids on the coast of Peru. Very few of them have been repaired in any way, shape, or form. This one of the Senora de Cao has been worked on very heavily. There's even an echo, as if the designers built in knowledge of the acoustics or wanted that, which is normal in any ceremonial structure. You'd want that. Someone's voice to be able to be carried. A place like this of high spiritual function, this is just exceptional, and there are very few people who visit this site north of Trujillo. It's not that far away from the city, maybe an hour's drive by taxi, but most tourists don't venture beyond what the average tour guide will tell them is worth seeing. We, on the other hand, like to visit and take people to sites like this, which are exceptional. So Hidden Inca Tours is one option for you if you wish to see amazing structures like this pyramid, one of many here on the coast of Peru, just north of the city of Trujillo. And when some people say in dismay, well, why doesn't Peru spend more money repairing all of its ancient sacred sites? There are thousands of them. No country on this planet has the resources to be able to reconstruct and preserve the wealth of even a small country, but incredibly rich, not just archaeologically, but in terms of human history. Peru is one of the most phenomenal countries on the planet. Egypt would possibly match it, or maybe surpass it. But there are very few countries in the world that have the wealth of historical artifacts, sacred spaces, and just incredible things to look at. This is inside the highest part of the pyramid. It's a reconstruction of what the walls inside and outside would have looked like. Phenomenal. You have these interesting snake-like beings and face with jaguar teeth. And like many sites in Peru, on the coast, in the highlands, and many places, these people, almost 2,000 years ago, built in an incredible area. They built on a site that was aesthetically pleasing, both to them and those that they prayed to. Now that structure you see in front is in fact another pyramid, but it's in a state of decay and would take a fortune in order to repair the way this one has been repaired so far. And as you look off into the distance, in front of the agricultural area, all those little dips you see in the ground, each one of those is a tomb, many of whom have been plundered by grave robbers. But you can see that there were thousands of them here.